What's going on? Lauren over here at Team F Apparel USA and the Team F Podcast. And today I want to talk about Conor McGregor. Now look, we've talked about Conor a bunch on this podcast. We've talked about him in fights, current fights, past fights, what he should do, what he shouldn't do. Let me start off by saying I like Conor McGregor. As a fighter, I like what he brings to the UFC as far as like the entertainment value. I think that his persona inside of the UFC venue and outside are different. But I've seen a lot of chatter and a lot of people talking about Conor McGregor coming back in 2022 and what he's going to do when he does come back. Who's he going to fight? Should he get a title shot? Should he fight for the belt right away? You know, is he going to come back at 170 or 155? What is going to happen? So I want to talk about that. But first, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out some links below for some merch. I'm wearing my Hammer Forge shirt today, which is Jacob's, that maybe it'll be Jacob's gym. We'll see. It was for a little while. And you can follow him as well. And grab you some workout gear. I've got a bunch of designs, like 300 and something designs on there, man. It's got to be something you love, and it would help me out a lot if you support the brand of TMF. Now, let's get right into it. Conor looks great at whatever he's walking around at. 180 pounds, 190 pounds, 200 pounds. I don't know how big he is. He's big. And the reason he's big is because he wasn't been doing as much cardio. He hasn't been training MMA. He's just been probably in the gym lifting, trying to recover from that leg injury, and he put on mass. And he's enjoying life. You see him out there vacationing. He's in the Bahamas. He's on a yacht. He's enjoying himself, and he looks great. And I think mentally he's going to come back a different Conor. I do think that he wants to fight someone who's challenging. I don't think he should fight for the belt. I don't think he needs a UFC title at all. At this point in his career, that shouldn't matter. He hasn't won a fight since like 2019, since he fought Donald Cerrone. I think he should just focus on entertaining people. You're not doing it for the money. You're doing it for the sport of it, which is what most of these fighters should be out there doing. They should be doing it for the sport. And you know, if you've been the champ twice, if you've been the champ of the first two division champ of the UFC, I think, my opinion, Conor should get out there and fight someone who's interesting, who's going to be difficult. Whether it's the Nate Diaz trilogy, obviously Poirier is not really that interested in fighting McGregor again. He kind of closed the door on that. If Oliveira is the champ, it would be an interesting fight. But there's other people that he could fight. I would like to see him stay at 170 and fight people at 170. I think that cutting the weight is a mistake for Conor. If he's walking around at 190 to cut that kind of weight, 40 pounds is crazy. I don't see anything good coming out of that. I want to see him fight at 170. I want to see him fight fun people. Maybe he does get an Usman fight eventually, or he can go in there and fight Jorge Masvidal. Let's get him in there. Let's get him in there, fight with Colby Covington. Obviously those guys are a bit bigger, but let's see him fight some people that we haven't seen him fight before for the sport of it. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see him cut weight down and walk in there with the weird chest looking lean as shit because he's lost all of his strength. Conor, I want to see him talk shit, go in there and just throw down with people. He is a boxer. He's a scrapper. Let's see him do that in there with people that are fun to watch. Let's see him go fight Max Holloway if he does go down to 155. I want to see Max come up, fight on 155. That'd be fun. Let's see him fight Volkanovski, if they want to make the cut to get down there. But other than that, dude, just entertain us, Conor. Get out there and just pick a fight with someone who's fun. I don't need to see you out there beefing with somebody and have a rivalry. I want to see you fight someone like you entered the fight with Donald Cerrone. You know what? It was respectful. The press conference was respectful. It was just like two guys who are going to go in there for sport, not trying to knock each other's head off. I mean, it's all fun and games when everyone's hyped up and there's this huge rivalry, but the drama takes away from the event, especially if you win or lose in a dramatic, immediate fashion. Then it's like, two guys go in there to throw down, and it's mutually like, you know what, this is going to be fun. The best man walks out. That's what I like to see. I like to see it for the sport of the fight. And for that reason, I think I'm going to rewatch UFC, the early ones, like UFC 1, 2, 3, when it was just for the sport. They didn't even know each other. They're just walking in there to fight this guy. They didn't have a camp to prepare to fight a particular person. I want to see that happen. I want to see the fun sportsmanship come out of it where, you know, if these guys talking mad trash and then you get hyped into it and the Twitter fights, all that stuff is just noise. Once that cage closes and the bell rings, all that is just noise. I want to see sportsman-like conduct. I want to see a calculated, fun fight. So let's see that come back from Conor. That's what I want to see. The man clearly loves fighting. He loves MMA, and he is loyal as shit to the UFC. And I would like to see him come back and fight once or twice a year, maybe, and just entertain people. You know, pick opponents or have opponents that are entertaining and interesting to watch. And you don't have to be the champ. You could be the guy who doesn't need the belt, but people look and go, I gotta fight that guy. At some point, that's what's gonna have to happen. You know, it'll be an honor to fight you. Don't go out on this sport as being the guy who's like, well, everyone kind of had their chance at him, and now he just moved down the rankings, and he's just a person that you talk about and see every once in a while. I want to see you entertain. You do not have to be the champ to entertain us. Look at Derek Lewis. I'm more excited to watch Derek Lewis fight at this moment than Francis Ngannou. I want to see Derek Lewis fight everybody. Let's go. You know, I want to see Max Holloway fight everybody. Let's go. I still want to see Tony Ferguson fight everybody. Dustin Poirier fight everybody. I will rather watch those than wait for these title fights for some of them, because they're just, it's at that point, at some point, you just lose interest in who the champ is, and you just want to see the fun fight. Am I really interested in seeing Oliveira and Gaethje fight? Absolutely. I like watching Justin Gaethje fight for sure. And watching Oliveira in the last fight, I really respected that fight. But there are some people that are just beyond the belt. And I think Conor needs to be one of those people. Be the fighter on the other side of the belt. Don't worry about that gold. Let me know what you think about Conor coming back in 2022. We're just hit March. He's got to come back sooner than later, maybe 3-4 months out. We'll see. Leave me some comments, and I'll see you guys next time.